We also have a senior independent director, Professor Ongyu Liu. He has had a successful, or she has had a successful career in academia, later as a professor of management science at Capital City University. So she joined the board of Daystrom as an independent director in 2019. Combining that with convening the management committee of Capital City Hospital, she was appointed Daystrom Senior Independent Director in 2021. So our main focus with all of these directors and non-directors, executive and non-executive, is just to ensure that the Daystrom abides by the principles of corporate governance. So we have different principles of corporate governance broken down into leadership, effectiveness, accountability, remuneration, and then how do they relate with shareholders, relations with shareholders. So under the leadership, it is expected that there is an effective board and they hold regular meetings. It is also expected that there is a division of responsibilities between running of the board and running of the company business. So do we have evidence of that or do we not have evidence of that? These are things that we look out for. It is also expected that there is a chairman that is responsible for the leadership of the board. We already saw that in the previous page. There's a chairman that is responsible for the leadership of the board. It's also expected that the chairman is separate from the CEO, and it is also expected that we have independent non-executive directors that constructively challenge and help develop proposals on strategy. Do we have independent non-executive directors? Yes, we do. Do they constructively challenge and help develop proposals on strategy? That was not mentioned, but the expectation is that that is their role and that is their duty as independent non-executive director. So then we also have the effectiveness part of the corporate governance. We have the accountability part. Do we prepare financials? We have the remuneration part. Directors' remuneration and performance-related elements should be transparent. And then the director should not be involved in the decision of their own remuneration. And then we have the relations with shareholders part. So all of this, we look at them when we are looking at the strategic analysis proper. But right now, what we are most concerned with is, do they have an effective board? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And we can see, do they have independent non-executive directors? Yes, they do. And we can see already. So these are the responsibilities of the directors. So once again, you can expect questions from all of these directors, like I said earlier. From the COO, you can expect questions on these areas, on warehouse operations. Remember, our warehouse must be configured properly to allow ease of operations, to allow ease of product flows or goods flow in and out of the warehouse. Liaison with clients. So this is stakeholder management, stakeholder relationship. And then you have transportation as well. We should expect questions from our CFO, Preseen in terms of financial reporting, IFRS, abiding by IFRS. We should expect questions in terms of management accounting, performance measurement and control. We should expect questions in terms of treasury. Treasury means cash operations, financing. Do we have cash to finance a lot of our ideas or our strategies that we want to implement? We should also expect from our CIO, the Chief Information Officer, especially in this case where we have a lot to do with IT. A lot of our operations rely on the functioning of our IT department. So it must not go down, nothing must happen because it is used to plan transportation routes, it is used to plan and schedule deliveries, it is used to plan and schedule dispatch. So it's very important. Software maintenance and development, we might expect questions in that area as well. We should also expect in terms of HR, recruitment and selection, staff retention, and then health and safety. So basically, if you are looking for questions where CIMA can test you, just come and look at all of this and you can prepare yourself. Then, like we said, we have board committees. So these are the normal principles of corporate governance that we are abiding by. So we have the audit committee, we have the risk committee, the remunerations, and the nominations committee. So our chair is part of the audit and risk, but it's not part of remuneration. Remember when we're talking about the remunerations under the principles of corporate governance, the director should not be involved in the decision of their own remuneration. So Mr. Mabalemi Maleka is not involved in the decision of his own remuneration. Then we have senior independent directors. These ones are independent, so they can be involved in the remuneration. Then we have the nomination committee. So we have all of this. It seems like we are abiding by the normal principles of corporate governance. So we need to check all of them to ensure that this is the case. However, we'll be looking at them in depth in the strategic analysis, and we'll be asking key questions to enhance our understanding.